Goedenavond, daar is ze weer. Gezellig, weer vanuit een rustige ruimte, om te voorkomen dat de papegaaien de hele show overnemen. Vandaag maar eens met de krullen, want ja, ik heb gewerkt. Goedenavond, Harry. Je zult wel denken, de heide weer, live. Dat is hetgeen wat ik de afgelopen 4 weken heb gedaan. Good evening, Mr. George Chaplin. How nice for you to drop in. Good morning. I hope you enjoyed the gym and had a good workout. Goedenavond. Ik zie heel veel mensen naar binnen komen. Het wachten is op Big Ray. We're still waiting for Big Ray to come in. I did invite him, and yeah, we were about to do, well, nice. I did also do my workout. I did it at my job because it's a rough job. I have to run. Hi Robert, vanavond een Engelse aflevering. Tonight. Well, thank you. I will have a great night. For sure I will enjoy it after I talk to Big Ray. If he's gonna drop in. Otherwise, I just get someone else in this talk this evening. So, we're still waiting. He didn't pop in. Maybe he forgot the time. It's possible. Samantha, how nice for you to drop in. Lowlands PI, good evening. How nice for you to drop in. We're still waiting. Hi Raj. I love you too, Sammy. I do love you too. Yeah, it's hot over here. Around 30 degrees. Hi Petra, how nice for you to drop in. Hi Fred. A cousin of mine just dropped in. He doesn't know it's about the paranormal. Hallootjes. Het is weer een paranormale avond. Well, thank you. Thank you. David, how nice for you to drop in. We're still waiting on Big Ray. If I do have to wait, I will get someone else in. I give him about 5 minutes to 10. I think I can manage that. Big Ray was supposed to come. Yeah, it's around 30 over here right now. So it's much warmer over there. 34 degrees. It's around 30 here. I have a cool breeze. Have the airco on, so it's lovely to sit here and not outside. It's still warm. I was gonna tell you a bit about Big Ray. He has his own talk show together with KB, Ken Ballas, every Friday night at 10. Central American 30s, that's my age. No, it's not my age. I'm not, I can get you in for a short while we're waiting for my friends to see why you want to come in. Hello Gina, how nice for you to drop in. Always.
Oh, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing great. Where are you calling from?
Thank you. You, my child.
Okay, hi, how nice, how nice. Are you into the paranormal?
Yeah, mom is the rest.
Aha.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. I'm still waiting on my friend to drop in. So, how are you today?
Yo, thank you, ma'am. Good night and sweet
You're
dreams.
welcome. Yes, of course, always. It's so nice to see people are from all over the world who want to drop in. So, I only speak English. And he's gone. So, he had his time. Gina, do you want to drop in while we're waiting for Big Ray? Anyone who wants to drop in, just send an invite and I get you in. No problem, no problem at all. Yeah, just popping in some people who wants to say hi to everyone. I don't care, I don't mind. Out of the bedroom first. I didn't even blow dry my hair, so it's no problem at all. Yes, we do need to find a date. Do I do my evenings now on Monday and Friday, and one evening in the weekend. Um, there are some exceptions, and that will be on Wednesday night. So check your calendar and let me know which evening you want to come and drop in. Yeah, I'm also laughing my ass off. Yoko, good evening. How nice for you to drop in. Thank you for your sweet and kind words this afternoon. I was overwhelmed by it, and yeah, I'm talking to everyone in the paranormal, and um, let's work together, join hands, and be friendly and respectful to each other. That's the only message I have. Uh, at the end, everyone is doing the same thing in the paranormal. We try to be respectful to each other. Hi, Tina, nice for you to drop in. It's always nice to see other paranormal investigators um, in. So, Big Ray isn't going to show up. So, Joke, do you want to drop in? Send me an invite. Tina, do you want to drop in? No problem, Samantha. We did our review yesterday. We pick once or twice a week or maybe a month. We have to see. I'm trying to get you in,
Good
Tina.
morning.
Hi, Tina. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Tina. How are
Hi,
you?
sweetheart. I am sick as a dog, but I just wanted to say hello anyway.
Yeah,
So,
that's so nice. It's possible. It's also possible over here. So, let anyone who's watching know who's Gina.
hi, everybody. See, I'm swollen. I'm so sick.
Oh
I
my
don't know if
God.
I have strep throat. I went to the doctor and he's like, oh, I'll give you all these things, but still, it's not all going away.
It's the
Oh,
flu
you hear
or
my
what is it?
doggies? They're having,
Yeah, I
they're getting,
do.
trying to get my attention.
Hi, Gab.
This, look. This is Max.
Hi, Max.
Oh, get up. See, they're tearing up my this is going in
Ah,
the trash. This is my pit bull,
oh my
purebred,
God.
papers and all. I saved his life. Oh, really? That was funny. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm eating it anyway. I'm eating it anyway.
Neil is saying hi. Hi,
He's
Neil.
very
We
young.
have to do
He's
a
only
live
one.
also once. I love
He's two.
those dogs. I do love those dogs.
He's a
They're
good
so
boy.
nice. Yeah.
This was a rescue. This is Scout. He is corgi and lab. I rescued
Oh my
him.
God.
If you look at his poor little legs, he was hit by a car. He was
Ah,
beaten. I rescued him. He had dislocated hips. I'm a massage therapist. And what I
yeah.
did is I put centered his hips back, but still he has damage, so he sits funny. but he's happy here. He's
Yeah,
swollen though. See, I have to always, I have to avoid him from eating so much because he was a homeless dog. It's like he keeps on trying to store food. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I do. I
Yeah.
do.
Buster, he's a purebred seal point, and
He's lovely.
when I rescued him, he was from a house of people that sicked other dogs on him and beat him furiously. When I got him, he had cigarette burns all over his back. He had cuts all over his legs, and now he doesn't have those anymore.
He's so
And he's all
beautiful.
healed up, and I'm training him. And then I have
Yeah,
one upstairs that's just silly, and he had through massage therapy, he had a cyst on his head, and I did what they say coagulation is
yeah,
if you press a certain way, it melts it, and it broke it open and it killed it. And I didn't have to have surgery on it. There's ways of doing these things to these animals, to
yeah,
everyone, with love and healing, that
yeah,
it's unbelievable. And it's like, it's a paranormal thing people want to say, but it's reality. I think
yeah,
paranormal is a humane thing, and it's reality, and people don't want to believe it's going on, but it is here. I have ghosts all through my house, and they're
yeah,
nice. You know why? Because that's humanity.
yeah.
Humanity is loving an animal. Humanity is being kind, not, eating dogs. I can't believe people eat dogs.
I
But
don't.
it's like,
I don't understand that. I don't. They
it's like
even
I'm
eat
messing my hair.
cats. Yeah,
But yeah, it's like, I don't understand. I think that the paranormal is humanity, and I think that when we deal with demons, it's like people say demons, but it's more
yeah,
like a nasty person that was nasty when they died, and now
yeah.
it's just kind of like, oh, I found hairband. Ooh, what are my kids doing to my cabinet? My God, this is an Ethan Allen. It was given to me. See, and I got Charlie Brown, the Great Pumpkin, in here, and it's a limited edition.
He's
I
so
have
cute.
antiques in here. I have antiques in here. But this is from my divorce. I had Lennox set. See, that's Lennox.
Yeah.
And I got Mikasa, and I have Waterford too. I have Waterford crystal in there. I have some nice stuff. But
Yeah,
Waterford
you
crystal
do.
near you is probably not expensive, is it? Because it's expensive out here.
Some
you know,
things are expensive over here also. Yeah, they
Lennox
do.
is expensive, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is. Yeah,
it is here. And when this stuff breaks, it really cuts you because it's made of all this fine type of crystals and stuff inside. And they're
yeah.
hand painted and then kiln and done perfectly. May I help you too? They're brothers. They argue. Oh, snort, snort, snort. Hey, you boo, you boo. And I
Yeah,
looked at Buster, and I said, "You want a popsicle?" And it's grin, grin, grin. All I have to say is, "Oh, I'll go get one in my messy garage." So this is
yeah,
my messy garage. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada.
yeah. You do. I
Crazy
know. I
world.
know. Yeah. And
And I live up in the mountains.
it's such a nice view you have over there.
It's beautiful over here. It's really
Yeah.
beautiful over here. And now we have one of the best hockey teams in the world. Look at this. Buster, you want to get you? That's a natural one.
Yeah.
He's teething. He's allowed. He's teething. But now I have to give it to the others because I don't play favorites. So here comes some grape. No, not grape. I give them mango. Hold on. Pumpkin. Pumpkin. Hold on. Pumpkin's healthy. There you go. Here, Max. Here's Scouty. I'm going out on the other. So we built a big, gigantic, it's a mess in here, but we built a big, gigantic, like a train track, 2x4 setup for the dogs. So I could walk in the hallway with no problem.
Yeah.
These are my grandparents. They still love my house. This is a newer house, but these are my grandparents, if you could see them. Oh, the
A
light.
little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you see? It's really hard
Yeah, I
because of
do
the light
see it.
windows. It's a picture from 1920.
Okay,
And
that's very old.
she's got Delilah's in her arms.
Yeah.
Lila in her arms. But you
Yeah,
can barely see it. Okay,
beautiful.
if I get the light away, oh, come on. See, people want to put on windows, but these windows are not orbs, everybody. They're right from the windows. There's sunshine. Sunshine. Beautiful
Yeah.
sunshine.
What's the time over there?
It is about 8:30, 9 o'clock. I have to look. Uh-oh. It's Memorial Weekend. It's to remember our
Okay.
troops, everybody. And I have mountains. Do you see my mountains?
Yeah.
I got lots of
Beautiful,
mountains here.
beautiful,
This is like
beautiful.
a development of like a townhouse development. Listen to all these dogs. They don't like that fire engine. We have wolves out here, and people are allowed to have them. I used to have a wolf, and
Wolves.
she was, wolves. But that sounds like a hyena or something. Do you hear that?
No,
Oh,
I
you
don't.
have to stop. It was howling. It was a howling. It was like a wolf or a hyena. Oh, they're mad. They're mad. You hear that? They're mad. Like,
Yeah.
Mom, when did you leave me? So, yeah. So I live in
Yeah.
a little cramped in here. There's lots of artwork everywhere because we paint
Yeah.
and do all kinds of stuff. And there's more mountains that way. They built all these homes. I was mad. I'm like, you're blocking my view. And they had a thing. They said, oh, we can't build over 3 stories. Well, that was a lie. They did something where they just totally screwed that up. But what's neat about those houses is on top is a whole entire balcony with fireplaces and pits and everything where you could just look over and you could see everything. And it's 30 miles down. I'm 30 miles down from the strip. So when you look down, you can see the
Yeah.
strip. So when there's a 4th of July or whatever, it just goes fire up. It's all
Yeah.
these fireworks. You can see everything. So I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. I don't have to go down to the strip and get pickpocketed and be jumped or have these crazy people there. And, it's like they lock off the streets and all this stuff, and then they'll do something for the concert where it's some crazy amount, like $23,000 for dinner and stuff in front of the. You know what, you guys? You're
Yeah.
idiots. You don't waste your money. They all come down here to waste their money. And what's really funny is I love Canadian people, but they love to come down here and they go, I love Las Vegas. And I'm like, okay. And I'm sitting here. I used to work at the airport and I used to push them in chairs. I'm like, okay, you love Las Vegas. So what do you, oh, it's so beautiful. I said, you know what's more
Yeah.
beautiful than Las Vegas? My mountains. The
Neil
mountains, the
is
caves, the
is
bats, the
typing something
ghosts.
down. Neil Cook from the UK. He wants to come over to visit you to see Zach Bagans.
Okay, we could go to the museum because I always get a migraine. I'll have to take something before I go and get a massage worked on. I
Oh, if
told
you
him
go
that's
to the
fine.
museum, you have to take me. Please, you have to take me. We
I'll
go
take
live
you.
together.
We could do that.
Okay,
I
we
don't
do
know how
that.
much our cameras will melt out because it's Kevorkian's van's in there too.
Yeah, we do
Little
that.
Jack Kevorkian, the one that,
Yeah, we go
yeah.
live
We have a
to
mob
the
museum.
museum
Oh, we have a
and
mob museum
yeah.
too. We have a mob museum with the famous mobsters, and there's an
Oh my
electric
God.
chair in there and everything. I've caught things in there. I mean, I've caught them by my ear, but of course, you know, but we could go there too.
Yeah,
They're not too far from each other.
we do that.
He doesn't let any
Most
children in there.
certainly.
So if you have children, anybody have children, I know that Neil does.
Yeah,
Okay, we'll have to take kids and figure out a plan for them
yeah.
because he don't let kids in there, and you have to sign everything. So you and I, before we go in there with Neil, I would love to do this, and I'm serious. I'm not kidding when I see these things.
Yeah,
Okay, we can make a plan where we could make sure that we have a prayer circle going on, in or out,
yeah,
sage us, everything, salt everything before we go in there, because there's a lot of crap in there and I don't want
yeah,
anybody following me home. And I ask them, I always tell spirits, you stay here, but if they want to have something and they want to go somewhere, pick someone else or something. I don't know. Not me.
yeah.
Not me. And I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
a funny
yeah,
feeling the spirits that live at my house, that are around my
yeah,
house, they won't like it very much, because
yeah,
I have told spirits to leave when they call me names, and I'm like, I don't go for this
yeah,
because I happen to be a Jewish girl, and on the Oculus, I had a friend here and he called me a kike, and I said, what? And he called me a kike again, and I said, oh, really? I said, you know what? I don't have time for you.
yeah.
They left. And if he didn't, oh well, I still don't have time for you. I've got so many positive spirits around here that it's like I don't really, you know, it's funny. It's like the humans, I think, are worse than the spirit,
Yeah.
the greedy ones and all
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
you're dropping off. You're dropping off. Um, we call FaceTime after this weekend, and so we can set up a plan. We do.
That's fine. It would have to be after the 13th of June because
Yeah,
I take the NBLEX for my massage. It's a medical
yeah,
license I want to get. So after my medical license, that's fine. They're still carrying around their popsicles over here.
yeah.
I have a piano and
So
angels and
cute.
things. Thanks. So yeah, hopefully we could get my grandparents.
Yeah,
I want my
I'm going to say,
grandparents to hear.
yeah,
There.
Gina,
I'm gonna
I'm
do
gonna
this.
get Kristen in for a few.
That's my grandmother Betty and my grandfather Lou, and they visit me all. They're here all the time. If you know what I mean, their spirits are
Yeah,
here
I
all the
do
time.
know, I do know, I do
I love
know.
them very much. We are extremely close, and what's funny is people see them at times that have gifts. They'll see them, and
Yeah,
they'll say, "What's that old man doing over to the kid's bedroom?" I say, "What are you talking about? You're interrupting." I know, but you're interrupting. So give it a second, and I'll take you for a walk or something. Okay? You want to go to the dog park? You want to go to the dog? Well, wait, your turn. Wait your turn. A second. Anyway, okay, but yeah, we'll work it out. Whoever wants to jump
yeah.
on the bandwagon and do it, that's fine. Tell Kristen I send her love. I love you, Kristen.
She loves you too.
I know she's a great girl.
Yeah,
She's a
she
great girl. You know
is.
what's funny? It's her son and my son. They go on the thing and they play video games.
Oh my God, that's nice.
It is nice. They're both
Yeah,
great kids. They're both extremely intelligent. Her
yeah,
son runs track, but she'll tell you all about him. He runs track and everything. My son wants to get into football. I'm like, that's great and everything, but then he's such a builder and scientific. I'm like, fine. And then my daughter, she's into musicals, and now he wants to get into musicals because she is. He goes, oh, this is cool. This stuff sounds great. It's like, yes, please stay with the musicals. I'm okay with that. You got to be so safe with your kids. You know what I mean?
yeah, I do, I
Happening
do.
to them. The world is so crazy in America. I mean, the world is, but the whole thing with the schools, it's because of the bullies. There's
Yeah,
bullying. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go. Moi.
Okay, talk to you soon.
All right.
Thank you for your time and saving this
Thank you
life.
for inviting me. That was very kind of you. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. You're very
Okay.
welcome, dear.
Thank you.
See you soon.
See you soon. Bye for now.
Bye bye. So that was Gina. I see her all the time in big race. Neil, d- do you want to come in? Send me an invite. I talk to you for a few. That would be nice. That really would be nice. I know who you are, but over here at the Netherlands, they don't know. Karen, goedenavond. Joke, still in. Christine, hi. I know you like my Buddha. Thank you. It was a gift. I got it a few years back from a dear friend. Oh, you're a little busy. Okay, we do it. We do it. We do it another time and let me know when you do have time. Yeah, I really would love it. I would play some music in the background. I know you like, so that will be okay. Joke, come in. I can't add anyone. I see lots of people. I'm afraid Big Ray isn't showing up. So yeah, I tried to get you in, Joke. Yeah. I can't get you in. Facebook is messing up again. As always. He's jumping on and off people who I can put in, and if I want to touch the button, I can't add them. It's so strange. It's so strange. Now I can add Petra, Lowlands PI, Joke not, still not. Christine. I will check if I can do it another way around. Otherwise, I'm not gonna talk for hours over here. Yes, now I see a button. Oké.
Hey.
Doe lekker een stukje Nederlands. Ik zet hier gewoon die uitzending vol te kletsen. Volgens mij ligt hij met de ballen in de zon. Dat had ik ook wel kunnen doen.
Ik merkte het.
Ja.
Mijn Facebook liep echt helemaal vast.
Ja,
ik had YouTube-kanalen erdoor.
Ik zie hier van alles. En ik heb het volgende verzoekje al klaar. Christine, I will get you in a few. And we talk for about 10 minutes. And I get as many people in as I can today. Because of Big Ray. I'm gonna tell him for sure. You were on Kenny's show last night.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Well, I was early wake up.
Ja, doe het in het Nederlands. Ik vertaal wel.
Oké. Ik was dus vroeg op door de heen. En dan ga ik meestal naar buiten. En ik weet dat Kenny meestal rond 3:30, 4:00 online komt.
Ja, is in.
En ik schakelde eigenlijk in. En ik was op mijn Facebook aan het kijken. En met Kenny online. Dus ik tik in. Hi Kenny. Hey yo. Nou ja, er kwam verder niemand. En in één keer, pok, gooit hij me er zo in.
Ja.
Ik zeg, ik zeg, mijn Engels is not zo wel, hè. Nou ja, met gebaren en met dingen doen. Het is gewoon een fantastische man. Hij vertelde ook dat hij een hartoperatie had gehad. En dan iedere keer die camera naar zijn slapende vrouw draaien. En gewoon echt
yeah, he's putting Shirley in quite a lot. Yeah.
Echt, daar geniet ik van. Wat een liefde bij die mensen. Zo warm, zo mooi, zo fantastisch.
Yeah, Gina, Joke and myself, we live in the Netherlands. So, yeah, we have some different languages we talk. So, Joke is learning to speak English, and we're helping her, and she's contacting, have had contact on Facebook with a few mutual friends now. Yeah, Kenny Zink, James, George Shoplin, Kara Shoplin, the whole bunch. Michelle, the Baron.
Michelle,
Yeah. So
Vivian Power.
Yeah, but she's from the UK. She's from the UK.
Yeah, that's right.
She is.
Yeah.
And
de verpleging staat in de gang. Ik moet ophangen. Mijn verpleging is.
Okay. Talk to you soon, sweetie. So
Okay, thank you.
thank you for the support. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Yeah, Michelle is adorable. She's such a sweetheart. We had a talk
So,
earlier. Hey, Christine!
hey,
How
excuse
are
me,
you, dear?
I'm good. Excuse me, I was cleaning the house a little bit. So,
No problem at all. No problem at all. We talked a few days back about your first ghost hunt.
oh yeah, we went to
Yeah,
Bachelor's Grove.
yeah,
That's where I encountered my first ghost a long time ago. It was
yeah.
at night, and I saw a full body apparition. And we went at night, and at the time at night, it was kind of like breaking and entering because the forest preserve was closed. And I seen a full apparition, and of course, seeing the first ghost, I ran, and so did my friends ran, and that was maybe like 15, maybe 20 years ago. I still remember this like it was yesterday. She was dressed in like Victorian garb, full like blonde hair, um, like dark eyes, um, just like in a dress, and I saw the blue around her.
Yeah.
My friends were gone before I was, so I looked in back of me, and I'm still running and running, and
Excuse
the
me.
path was so quick. When I walked the path, it didn't seem that bad, but when you run, the path like took like 2 seconds to get out of there, you
Yeah.
know. And then just recently, maybe a couple weeks ago, me and my buddy Bill went during the day, and we caught EVPs with a regular tape recorder saying, um, "Get out." It was on a tape recorder. Bill has it on his website, and I forgot the website. I'm horrible. I'm dyslexic. When you say
Yeah.
something, I forget it. But I remember I had to ground myself because he saw like a half a apparition reach out and try to grab me, and I remember to ground myself. I remember saying, "I'm stronger than you know," and then it left because that place, it was built, I want to say like around the 1800s,
Okay.
because um because that's how Illinois was being built by immigrants from like Germany. They would
Yeah.
come down for the work, and they would build like the roads or the railroads, and they
Mm-hmm.
were poor, and they would bury them in that cemetery, and they needed a place to bury the bodies and everything else. And the history has some dark sides. They had worshiping, the devil worshiping, which I
Yeah.
don't pertain in it, but when we went in the first time, we respect and prayed over the bodies. We respected them, because I didn't want anything to follow me home that was dark. I
No.
prayed for love and light, and we thanked the spirits that came through that wanted to join,
Yeah.
and and for the foreclosure of the dark energy that followed me home years and years and years ago, foreclosure for myself to move forward to heal for my past, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And I did where I saw that apparition, I said a prayer and thank that spirit to come through, you know. And it was a lot different this time, you know. There was a lake that known that I guess a horse that fell into the water, the horse drowned and the person drowned and all that. We went there, and then also that gangster Al Capone would drop their bodies into the lake, and we went
Okay.
there, and then we just walked around the cemetery, and then there's a mother, a father, and a daughter that was buried there. And my friend has these ghost apps,
Yeah.
and it would speak little words like um, kneeling, because I'm Catholic. I had a rosary. It sensed the rosary in my pocket, and it sensed pray, because we prayed. You know,
Yeah.
um, I had a dime in my pocket. It told me I just dropped the dime out of respect, because I respect the dead. You know, that's just me personally, and my friend Bill respected. You know,
Hmm.
we felt the vibration of a tree, but also too, there's radio towers there. Maybe we
Yeah.
picked up the vibration from the radio tower with this one tree. You know, I'm an empath, and I'm learning to work being an empath. You know,
Okay.
this is all new to me. And
Yeah.
the areas that I sensed, that's where the EBPs came and everything else. You know, and it was good to heal that part of my past and to move forward and
Yeah.
everything else. And it felt good during the day to do all this. And plus,
Yeah.
my house is haunted and is active. You
Yeah.
know,
I heard. I heard. Yeah.
I have a 12-year-old son that's also empath, and I think my husband is empath. And once you have a ghost, you set boundaries. My friend taught me, if something falls off the wall or something, you say 5 feet away, and it's been working for me. You know, like I said, with the cemetery, I felt a different tree. It was ice cold. You know, you just got to respect the spirits.
Yeah. You
You
do.
want to
You do.
provoke negativity, you get negativity. You want to
Yeah.
provoke positive, you get positive.
Yeah.
You got to give them respect, just like I
Yeah.
respect you and you respect me.
Yeah. I do respect you. I do for sure. Yeah. And are you in a team at this moment, or are you
Just like me and
going
my friend
to?
Bill are all new to this.
Yeah.
He's been in the field for like 20 years. I used to work with Bill, and Bill has his
Okay.
own page and works with other people. You know, and we're gonna do more ghost hunts since the weather is nice in Chicago. We're gonna do other places and stuff like that. You know,
Okay.
it's yeah. He bought a tape recorder. I've got a tape recorder, and you know it's kind of neat because this is the stuff I watch TV shows,
Hmm.
and that's how I learned that, oh yeah, maybe I am an empath, you know
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I gotta
You have to
embrace it.
learn. Yeah.
And
For sure.
and also, like I said, I'm getting back to my house. I know a person did die in this house, you
Okay.
know because I asked the neighbors, and the neighbor said that someone did pass away, and I had another neighbor confirm it. But when everybody lived in this house, they didn't know about the activity until I moved in. Like I said, I had a picture that fell off the wall. You
Yeah.
know, I asked if there was a ghost in this house in a thunderstorm. Like the next day, the picture just plain fell off the wall. And then I said 5 feet away. You know, there, it's, 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 it, there's more than this one spirit, you know? It's, you know, that's why I'm going on Facebook Live and all that to get answers because, like I said, I'm new to all this paranormal world
Yeah.
and stuff like that, you know?
Did you
And
already buy a camera to make pictures?
yeah, I did take pictures of my son and there was a white mist around him. I still
Okay.
have it in the camera, and it's weird because normally I would take a picture, there's nothing there, and it's the middle of the day, and there's all this white mist around him.
Yeah.
And there's some stuff that I debunked in the house because this house is over 70 years old. Like one floorboard, the door would open. Vibrations can open the door.
Yeah.
You know, when I saw the picture fell off the wall, there was nothing, vibrations or anything. It just fell off the wall. And then
Yeah.
when my friend had that ghost app, it said portal 1. And no one was in the hallway, you know, paint. Maybe the guy was painting, had a heart attack, and died in the hallway.
Yeah.
So I
Possible.
don't know the history of the house. I live by 5 old cemeteries. So there's probably
Yeah.
activity. The portals are, I don't know what they use this land for. At one time, this was farm country because we had a old living plant that used to like grow vegetables and stuff like that. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know how to dig into the history of where I live, but I know at one time there were a lot of cemeteries. They moved plots,
Yeah.
you know. But like I said, that's why I want to go on the Facebook Live and how do I do the research or how to reach out to others that are in path. How can I control it? Because at night I cannot sleep. You know, I shut
That's
the
not good.
blinds and all that.
Yeah. That's not good. You have to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm reaching out to others what techniques work and what don't and everything
Yeah.
else, you know. You know, it's not, I know I'm playing with a full deck, you know. I'm not this one, you know, that flew over the crazy nest or anything, you know. But that's
Yeah.
why I like going on to different sites and everything else, you know, and that's why I'm interested in the paranormal field because, you know, I hear the ghost using my son's name because we've been living here over 10 years, about 10 years
Yeah.
now. The ghost is familiar, and I say, you know what? We can all get along in this house. I know this is your house. You built it with the way that you want it. Can we just all get along and you know, you have a lovely house. I tried to cross him over, but he don't. And I think his wife is here too because
Okay.
EV um we did a ghost box session. We got 2 names that came through. Uh, Jack, which we know confirmed that Jack did live here, and then Anna. So there's 2 people. So I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe you should look further into it.
You know, and then I had a friend that drank herself to death, and I never believed in some of these apps that you get at Google Play, right?
Yeah.
And one of these apps came crystal clear of her voice. And I heard her voice say, "Hi." How can you mimic her voice on an app? I don't promote people's apps,
No.
and I don't want to say the name on the air or anything, but
No.
that was so weird to hear her voice. and I healed their family, and she said thank you. That that is, you can't explain that, you know?
Yeah,
So that's why I get in the paranormal field, you know, that's why I gotta embrace being an empath, because I can
yeah.
heal people over, because I healed my mom when she died of cancer. I helped her cross over, you know. And then my aunt died I found out she died Sunday. And then
Hmm.
I went to her funeral on Wednesday and everything else. And it reconnected me to my other family members that are, I haven't seen in a while too, and I found out on my 50th birthday that she passed. But,
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it.
it's just life on life's terms.
Yeah.
But like I said, I want to get back into ghost hunting and all that. At one
Mhm.
time, I just wanted to give it up. I've been cyberbullied too, and you got to
Yeah.
rise above it. You got to rise above it.
Yeah, everyone has the same problem. And I just saw James pop in, so
All right.
maybe he wants to come
Yeah, I'm
live
sorry I
with
took
me.
much time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and maybe he wants to come in quick and can answer some questions for you. So, good evening, Michelle. How nice for you to drop in. Paul Allen, how nice for you to drop in. Our friend Christine is always in and out, and it's so nice to hear her talk about the ghosts. Yeah, you're welcome, dear. You're welcome, hon. Anytime you want to pop in, you can come and pop in. So, is anyone who wants to talk about the paranormal? I had an evening planned with Big Ray. He stood me up, Big Ray. Maybe something in, uh, yeah, yeah. I didn't see your name earlier, Paul, but it's very nice for you. I do eat my candy because I lost my voice a few years back during an operation, and now I have a little bit of a cold, so my voice is very bad. I have to check in. James, are you still in? I can't invite you. If you are in, do pop on. I only see a thumb up. Who wants to talk paranormal? I have half an hour still left. You're so welcome, Christine. Otherwise, I'm going to shortly tell what's going on in the paranormal and how I feel. Yeah, James, hi. Do send a request if it's possible. I can't add you. I will try. So we can briefly talk. So send me an invite, James. Then I can talk to you. Because I can't invite. Yeah, of course.
Hello?
Hey,
Hi.
how are you doing? You were listening.
good, good.
Yeah, it's early over there.
Yeah, it's about 12:30, 1 o'clock, something like that.
Yeah, and sunny. But
Yeah,
did you
well, it
hear?
was.
Yeah, did you hear Christine's story? Can you
I
give us
heard
some
part of it.
advice?
Yeah, I heard part of it toward the end.
Yeah,
I heard some of it before. Oh, I don't know, a week ago or so. But yeah, I've caught some of it.
yeah. Do you have any advice for her?
I'd have to hear more of it. I missed the first part of it. I just caught in on the end of it. I'm going to have to
Yeah,
I will give her some. I'll watch this whole thing from the beginning when it's done, and then I'll get better info because I hate to tell her something if I'm missing something.
yeah. She
I like
lives
to hear
in
all I can hear
Amsterdam.
before I tell anybody anything. Honest to God.
Yeah, but now you're in. Can you tell me what are you doing in the paranormal? I know it.
I do it all. I do it all.
Yeah,
Uh just last week I was talking to Kenny and hold on a minute.
yeah,
Oh my. Anyway, last week I was talking to Kenny, and while I was talking to him on an interview, somebody called me up. They had an attachment, had to leave and go take care of that. So I just lodge attachments, cleanse houses. I do it all, whatever it takes.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
And you did the
and
fundraising for the fire department, and you did
yeah,
also a
mhm.
ghost hunt over
Yeah.
there.
That we went to the same place. That it wasn't as active. It was the first time I was there, but it was active. I caught a picture of a black mass. Because I always
Yeah,
take two consecutive pictures, and the one picture was on the left, and the second was immediately after, and it was to the right. There was another instance where there was this little tree, and it was moving by itself like this, and then it stopped, like as if somebody was holding it down. And
yeah,
you can't really. I didn't get the chance to film that, but that was bizarre. I mean, that fire station, that fire station was haunted. Yeah,
yeah.
I
I
I
did
went to
see it.
I went to the bathroom. The door was shut and locked. It's one of them
Yeah,
doors you can only open it if you had a key or if there was somebody on the inside to turn the knob. Well, something's telling me to go for the doorknob, so I went for the knob, and as I went for the knob, that door opened right up on its own. It was latched shut and locked. Yeah, that was
yeah.
quite a shocker. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it was quite an evening. It was. But
yeah.
the picture of the Black Mass, what you did capture, any idea what it was?
It's hard for me down there because I'm going to tell you something. It's there is so many spirits there because I was supposed to give a lady a reading. I couldn't do it. I had to wait a week because there are so many spirits there. I don't know who's coming to me and talking to me and their relatives. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I'm messed up for a week after I leave that place. There's just so much. It's
Hmm.
overwhelming. I couldn't put a finger on it. It was just so much. I was getting so much interference. I couldn't focus on it. It's not like going to a place there's two or three. There's literally hundreds there, and there's good ones, bad. They're just I don't know what to say about it. I couldn't focus on it. But I also caught that black mass with Kenny in the picture where it was kind of like looming on him a little bit.
Near the bench.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah, I did see it. Yeah,
you seen that one? And
yeah,
then Shirley, I happened to be filming her, and she turned around and she said she saw a figure like right there, and at the moment she saw it, I clicked the picture and
yeah,
I posted that one. There is
yeah,
something there. I
tools.
don't. You can see it.
Yeah,
There's nothing. There's no trees or nothing around her. I don't know what that is, but that's what she saw. It. I mean, it scared her enough. She was starting to take off running, scared. Yeah,
of all
yeah.
people, Shirley was running.
I don't run. I'm stupid. I run toward things. I don't run. I don't know what's wrong with me. I run toward them. Duh.
Yeah, because you're hooked. You're really
I,
hooked to the paranormal.
I've just always been fearless. I don't know, there's something wrong with me. I always just figure, look, fear is just a self-made up thing in your mind for your
Yeah,
subconscious self-defense. I just don't
yeah,
happen to have it. I don't know if that's good or
yeah.
bad, but
It's really a mind setting if you're afraid. Yeah,
that's it.
yeah,
That's all it is. It's just a made-up thing. It's for self-defense, and I don't care. I'm ready to go. I'm good. If I go now, that's okay. I'm okay with it. I don't want to go, but I'm okay with it.
yeah, yeah, I know. Can I ask you a few questions?
Go ahead.
Yeah. What was your first experience overall?
My first real experience was in probably 1987. I was living with my cousin and my aunt, and we lived upstairs apartment, and below was a beauty shop, and his girlfriend's and mother lived downstairs in an apartment in a beauty shop. Well, every night we'd work, we'd come home, he'd go downstairs with her. He ended up marrying her, but at the time he was his boyfriend girlfriend. He'd stay down there until he'd come up late at night. But we had the same bedroom. It was this great big bedroom. And my aunt, she had OCD, man. She would our clothes wouldn't hit the floor. She'd be washing them. She'd change them. She was just that way, and fold them nice and sit them beside our beds. And every morning I'd wake up, my clothes would be 20 feet across the room, laying on the floor by the door. I was like, I said to my cousin, "What are you? I'm going to knock you in the head. Leave my stuff alone." And he thought I was doing it to his. Well, here there. And my aunt said, "Well, there's an old man that died here a long time ago. It's probably his ghost, his spirit." And I didn't think much of it. And I thought, well, I do feel kind of now that I think about it, because I was early into my uh, acceptance of my abilities, so to speak. But anyway, it culminated to one night. It was about 11 o'clock. I just went in the bedroom, lights are out, all wood floor. I'm laying there almost just laid down. My cousin's down below, directly below me, and it sounded like somebody took a great big stainless steel pan full of other stainless steel pans and slammed them on the floor, hardwood floor right beside me. I'm gonna tell you something. My cousin come running up. My cousin come running up from below, and my aunt come running in the room. And once they peeled me off the ceiling, they asked me what. It sounded like an explosion. There was nothing out, nothing moved or nothing. That was weird, man. That was
Yeah.
once
And
they peeled me off the ceiling, I said, I didn't do it. I don't know what's going on over here. I
yeah.
I had to move out of there. I couldn't get no sleep. That old guy would not let me sleep, man. He would pester me to death.
Oh my
That was
God. Oh my God.
a real first one, really.
Yeah. It is a
That
real.
was my old. I had to move. I couldn't. He wouldn't let me sleep. He wouldn't leave me alone.
That
Yeah.
wasn't nice. That wasn't nice at all. And were you ever afraid during an investigation or during that time? And how did you get along with your fear and cope with it?
I you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. In 1969, I was like 5 years old, and I watched this movie called Rosemary's Baby.
I know it. I know it.
I haven't
Yeah.
been right since I watched that movie. I swear to you, man. I watched that at 5 years old. I haven't been right since, but but I used to watch all them shows. They never bothered me. I don't know, just never had no fear. I don't know what
Okay.
is up with that. I just never did.
Yeah.
I went on investigation in I don't know 1988. I always went by myself because I could never find nobody. Finally, I had these three guys working for me. These three big tough guys, dig holes all day long, and they was always about how tough they were. And I said, and they knew what I did. I said, okay, you come with me. So I took them to this place called Barrahack. It's a mile hike in the middle of nowhere in Connecticut in the woods. We went there. We wasn't there 5 minutes. As soon as it got dark, and there's these ungodly noises, and I knew what they were. So I went to turn around and tell them what that was. All I seen was the backside of them. They were running, man. They was gone. They ran back out. They got in my truck and locked the doors. It was deer. Deer can make some ungodly noises. You know what I mean? That's what it
Yeah.
was. But I had to stay there. I investigated myself. I could hear voices talking. I seen shadows. It was just an old ghost town, from the 1600s. and
That's
it's a
old.
shame.
That's
Yeah, it's
really old.
privately owned now. I don't even think you can get to it. But back then it was back then it you know you could do it. But I just never
Yeah.
been afraid. I even went to an asylum in Connecticut where they got Foxwoods Casino at. It's called Devil's Yard or something. It was before they built the casino. I
Mm-hmm.
want to tell you something. This place, man, there was a demon and there was pure evil in that place. It's all torn down now. They built that casino on that land. There's
Yeah.
some bad mojo there. I'm gonna tell you that. I felt it as soon as I walked. Anytime there's real bad evil stuff, I get nauseous.
Yeah.
Don't even. I mean, instantly. I just get nauseous. I can look at videos on here, and if there's something there, because people send me all the time, if I get nauseous, man, there's some bad stuff there. You might want to stay away or say an extra prayer or something. I'm just letting you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me, you know.
Yeah. That's different for everyone else.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. What was your,
I was gonna say, like, and when I used to investigate, it was just basically me and maybe a recorder and maybe a camera once in a while, or camera. You know what I mean? All this
yeah.
equipment. Sometimes, and I would take maybe flour because I would put around to see if something moved or something like that. You know what I mean? But all this stuff today, I don't even know if half of it works or not. I've used a lot of it, but I've had some luck with some stuff, and some stuff I think is just way overcharged. It doesn't pan out to what they charge. You
Yeah,
know?
the charges are sky high, and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be because you're
Yeah,
helping people, and I don't believe in selling my help. I don't believe in it. I do it also for free, and
yeah.
it's supposed to be that way.
I've I've never charged. I never will. I've never charged nobody for a reading. I try to stay away from readings because I just don't have the time
Yeah.
with all the things I do and stuff. But I have never charged. I would never charge. Never charge for investigation ever. I've never. That's just. I have nothing against anybody that does. I'm
No.
cool with that. It's just me personally. It's just not me. That's all. No biggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. I get that. And if it's getting too expensive, maybe you can charge for the gasoline or whatever, but that's
Hmm.
the only thing. It's the
Like,
only thing.
yeah, I have
Yeah.
people ask me all the time, "Can I buy some holy water?" And I say no. I mean, I'll give you some.
Yeah.
I got it sitting around here by gallons because I make it myself. But I don't sell it. If you want some, I'll give it to you. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. It should be that way. It should be.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And are you planning to team up with anyone in the near
I
future?
well, I help. I I do investigations with Tony Balsito and Archangel Paranormal Society. I've did a few investigations with them.
Yeah.
I would help Opit. They're a local team around here. They're going to be in Bob Mackey's place. Matter of fact, on the 29th, I'm going to be live feeding that through my group.
Oh my
They want,
God, I have to
yeah, they
see
wanted
it.
me to go
I
with
have
them.
to see it.
I couldn't go because it's during the week and I'm obligated to take care of my 6-year-old nephew. There's nowhere else for him to, I can't take him with me. Lord have mercy, I would never take him there. But
No, no,
I
no.
just couldn't get away. If it was a weekend, I would have went in a heartbeat. Uh, I investigate with Kenny Z and his ghost hunters.
Yeah.
I mean, I help anybody. I consult many teams. I go with anybody if as long as I feel okay with them. You know what I mean? Like there's some teams it's like I don't know. It's like a pair of pants. Some pants feels okay to wear, some not so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know. I do know. If you can choose to work with anyone out there, do you have someone on your bucket list?
Yeah, I would like to work with. I think his name's Barry Taft. He's an old parapsychiatrist out of California, there, USC or UCLA, one of them. But
Hmm.
yeah, I'd like to work with him because he's because I'm a lot with science. Believe me, I'm into religion and science. I mix it all together. I don't
Yeah.
judge. I don't handicap myself with picking one and not the other because there's no real true answer. There's not. And there's not one true religion because, listen, there's 7 billion people out there and there's 4 billion major religions. Ain't one of them right and there's not any of them all wrong. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I try to mix it all together. Plus, sometimes I can see dead people and hear them, what they're saying to me. And I use that to my abilities to help. Like, I don't need an EMF detector. I don't. I'm like a walking EMF detector.
Yeah, I know you do. I know. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I'm just fortunate that way. I can just walk in, I can tell you, good, bad, whatever, I can just feel
Yeah.
them.
Christine wants to send you a PM about her house where you can talk about it. Yeah.
She can PM me pictures, video, EVP, whatever. People do all the time. Yeah, she can PM. Yeah, Christine, you can PM me.
Christine, for you also the same. PM James, and maybe he can help you out with the 4 graveyards and your haunted house. It would be a nice project.
I got a graveyard 50 yards behind my house.
Yeah.
I was here one day giving a reading to a lady.
Yeah.
Somebody walked by on my sidewalk out front, and I was getting a relative of theirs. The person walking, instead of the person I was supposed to be doing the reading, I was like, something's not right here. I was like, I gotta like really isolate myself because you get cross interference, you never know, and I can't. That part of me is like not that. It's kind of new to me, so I'm not so good where I can just tune into somebody and their relative. Like, it's just, if they want to talk, I can't make them. If they come, they come. If they don't, they don't.
No.
And sometimes they do, and when they do, it blows people away. It
Yeah,
blows
but
me away.
it's the same for the
Scares me.
living.
What's
Yeah,
that?
if I don't, it's the same for the living. If people
Mhm.
come towards me and want to talk, and I don't have the time or I don't feel like talking, I won't talk. So
Mhm.
it's not different when they're in spirit.
Yeah, I can't control it.
No, no
I
one
just
can.
tell them, look, if the spirits want to talk, they'll talk. I'll convey it, but I can't tap
Yeah,
into them. I can open the channel, so to speak, but
yeah,
I can't I'm not that good. I can't make them say, hey, you over there, come over here and talk to me. I just can't. I just can't do it.
yeah,
But believe me, they'll come. God knows who might come.
yeah. I do have an interesting question. We talked
Yeah.
to Kara yesterday, and
Hmm.
they're all talking about demons, controlling demons. Now,
Yeah.
we do know there are not such huge numbers of demons in the world. They're not. But what do you believe about people who are saying, I control demons?
Say that again one more time.
There are people, demonologists, exorcists, uh, which are claiming to control demons.
Well, that right there is what I call an oxymoron because you cannot control them. If
No,
you think you're controlling them, guess what? You're being controlled to think that you're controlling them because that is a no. You cannot control them. Not going
no,
to happen. You may be under the misconception that you're controlling them, but you're
yeah.
not controlling them. You might think you are, but you're not. That is not. That's no. Mm-mm. Because
It was,
if that's the case, let me
yeah,
tell you something. You need to step up because hell, you could control them right back to oblivion because it's not. No,
yeah.
I don't buy it.
It isn't a computer game or a Pokemon play. Yeah, you know what I mean. You do.
Yeah, and let me
Yeah,
tell you something. Listen, people. Yeah, demons are rare. And let me tell you something. You
yeah,
don't want to come across. Listen, they will wreck your life, man. They'll wreck your life.
yeah,
You'll lose your house, your kid, your pet, your job, everything. Yourself. people don't know. They just don't. They don't. They think they know. They don't know. They don't know. You don't want to
No.
know. That's the whole point. You don't want to know. Let it
No.
go, man. Let it go. Let it go. Do not pursue it. Listen, it's a calling to even be to have to face some of those. Sometimes I've had that calling, or else, believe me, yeah, I'm trying to ease out of it as little bit as I can. You know what I mean? But you're never out of it once you're in it, because it's just the way it is. But don't pursue it for the love of God. Stay away from it. It's not worth it.
Yeah,
It's not worth it.
I agree. I agree. I totally agree. So, for the people who popped this
Hold
question
on a
in the
minute.
PM to me,
Wait till this
I
car goes
hope you
on.
get your answer. And yeah, if you want to know more about it, we will get back to James about it, about his opinion about demons, because he's into it for a very long time and studies a lot. So we
My
dropped the question at all the people.
my opinion,
We do.
let it go. Leave it go. Leave it alone. If you're going
Yeah,
to a place and you want to investigate, and you've even got an inkling that there might be something there, if you're not on the right mindset, listen.
yeah,
It knows already. It already knows. It knows your next move. It knows what you're thinking. It knows what you're scared of. It knows what you're afraid of. It knows your weaknesses. Everything. And it's only as powerful as the power you give it. And if you're not strong-willed, strong-faced, strong-minded, forget it. You're just a sitting duck, man.
yeah.
Stay
You're
away.
nothing but a puppet on a
Stay
string.
away. Not
That's
worth it.
what. Yeah,
Not
no,
worth
it
it.
isn't.
It's
Yeah,
really not. It's not worth it. If anybody says they can control them, they're being controlled to think that, because listen, they're a freaking angel. How are you controlling that?
not.
Let me put it to you this way: even even if you have a successful exorcism and you can exorcise one out of somebody,
Yeah,
that's only temporary at best. It's like putting
yeah,
a 8-inch ice blocks around them and entombing them. They have no time relevance, so they can sit there and go like this forever until they're finally out again. Now, to them, that
hmm,
might be 1 minute. To us, it might be 5 years or 3 seconds. There's no time relevance. You can watch a video of a demon in a video with a black mask. It could come out of that screen and come to you in your house. Don't think it can't. It happened to the head of The Exorcist, who I talk to all the time.
okay.
This stuff's no joke. I tell people all the time, beware of what you watch on the internet sometimes. Seriously.
Yeah,
There's no time restraints or anything to them. They know your weaknesses. Stay away from them. Stay away from
yeah.
them. It's not worth it. Not worth it.
It's. I have so much fun at this moment. You don't know why, but I'm gonna tell you anyway.
Tell
Uh,
me. Let me
Yeah,
know.
not now, not now. We
Oh,
do it private. We do it
all right.
private. But I did hear a story about people who were afraid to look Demon House by Zach Bagans because they were afraid a demon will yeah, get them and possess them.
Yeah, listen, they might not do that, but the thing is, they'll follow you home and they'll wreck your livelihood, man. They will. They'll turn you. You'll lose your job. You'll lose your girlfriend. You'll lose your kids. You lose your pets. Listen, they will turn your life upside down. Whatever. It's turmoil. It's misery.
Yeah, and
God, it's
you not
misery.
even know it.
I've
Only
seen it.
when
Believe
it's
me,
too late. Yeah,
I've tried to help people with these problems for 30 years almost.
yeah,
It, I can't stress it enough. Stay away from
yeah.
it. Let it go. The problem with, and the problem, because listen, you can go to some place, you never know what's going to be in a place. Usually, yeah, they're rare. I grant, but there could be just evil spirits there that man, I'm going to tell you something. You can get attachment from them, and it will change your moods. It will change your way you're living your life, and before you know it, your girlfriend's like, I don't know who you are. They want to leave your ass because it's like, who are
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it. Listen,
Yeah.
I even got an attachment last November. I did. I let
Okay.
my guard down. I let my guard down, and some silly neighbor lady, I got it off her. Let my guard down, but anybody can get them, man. You got if people only knew the real epidemic of attachments out there, because and another thing, mirrors, man. Stay away from mirrors. Lord, I can't. I'm gonna tell you what. I've dealt antiques. That's what I do in my day job.
Yeah.
I've been selling antiques for probably 25 plus years, and mirrors are the worst, man. They hold so much. They can cause portals. Oh Lord, if you see a used mirror somewhere, leave it lay. For the love of God, leave it lay. I'm begging you, leave a used mirror lay. Don't bring it home. Don't bring it home and bring it in your house. Don't do it. Don't.
I did. I have one on my wish list. I do want an old mirror, but I'm listening to you.
Oh
I
my.
will. I will
You
think about
know,
it.
it marks a year this month. I had to go into a house. I tried filming it for the group and everything. At
Hmm.
4 different devices, the evil was so it was so pungent. As soon as I walked in the house, I could feel it. And I walked around. I walked in this other room, and I stopped down in my tracks, and I said to the other person with me, I said, "I'm not." Before I turn around, what is looking at me? Because that's the problem in this whole house. And she showed
Hmm.
her the mirror, and I turned around, and when I turned around and seen it, it was like, bam. I mean, it hit me like wham. That mirror was it was jacked up. It was jacked up. That mirror had some serious attachments. And come to find out, that mirror was in a hotel for like 60 years that they
That's a
tore
long
down like
time.
20 years ago. So that
Yeah.
you know how much negative energy that mirror has seen in 60 years
Yeah.
in a hotel room. Oh Lord, I
Yeah.
could
If you
feel
put
it.
it that way, yeah.
Listen, I had to exercise that mirror. I took that mirror out, and behind the wall was nothing. Now here's the other thing: you can only get rid of these mirrors like that in three ways: either drop them in an ocean,
Hmm.
2,800 degrees of heat, or bury in a consecrated ground. Well, here in Ohio, there's no oceans, and I didn't have access to 2,800 degrees heat, so I had to find a cemetery somewhere in the middle of nowhere. So I found a cemetery in the middle of nowhere out in Bigfoot country. I go out there at nighttime like a scene out of a horror movie. So now I got to drive with this haunted mirror. And here's the thing: I tried filming the whole thing. It shut down. It would not let us film nothing. It stopped our watches, stopped our phones, stopped our cameras. It wouldn't. Nothing electrical would work at all. Now I've got to ride about 10 miles out in the middle of Bigfoot country to the cemetery in the middle of nowhere with this haunted mirror that is so mad at me. It wants to kill me. It wants to kill me. I gotta take it out. It's foggy and rainy. It's like midnight, and I gotta dig a hole in a cemetery in the middle of nowhere and bury this mirror. I gotta hope that the sheriff or cops don't come find me, because what am I gonna tell them? I'm burying a mirror because it's haunted. They're gonna put me in a nut house. The things I
For sure.
do, but I did it, and you
Yeah.
know, it's been better since at that house. That was the problem. And you know, we went back. I went back to that house, and on that wall where that mirror was like blood. There was like blood streaks going down the wall where that mirror was for no reason.
Yeah.
It was bizarre. That's a true
That's,
story. That was some scary stuff. I did it.
yeah.
I got rid of.
I love
I
it.
was
I
more
love
scared
it.
of the
I love
sheriff.
it. Yeah.
I was more scared of sheriff pulling. What are you going to say? Oh, I'm burying a haunted mirror out here in the cemetery.
I see the whole picture now. I see it. I do see it. Maybe an episode
Oh,
for the X-Files or
that was a
something
scene
like
right out
that.
of a horror movie. I had to
Yeah.
find this. I had to find a cemetery in the middle, and it was in Bigfoot country. I'm out there digging a hole in
Yeah.
the middle of the night.
Oh my God. Now you're talking about it. Bigfoot. Are you going on Bigfoot hunt?
I do. I do go on. I invented a way, no bullshit, to track them and catch
Yeah.
them and release them. Now the problem with that is you can't. I can't. A lot of people want to know my invention, but I can't tell anybody because they'll steal it. Because I don't want no fame or nothing. I believe me, I
No.
stay away from fame, man. It, I hate to even leave my house sometimes because I don't know what it is. Like I attract people that are like I don't know them, but they act like they know me. It's like uh, and they ask me bizarre stuff. I so I stay. I try not to go out too much, but I don't want no fame. That's for sure. I
Yeah.
could use a few dollars for selling, but I want to
Yeah.
release him. I don't want to kill him. You know what I mean? I don't want to. But I do have a way. I can, and I it. But the only problem is it costs a lot of money, and my ex girlfriend last year, man, she wiped me out. I'm still recovering from that. It
Yeah.
just costs a lot of money, and I'll get it one of these days. I'll build me up some cash and I'll do it. But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go out on a few things. There's a couple of them coming
That's-
up here because I live on the most sightings this side of the Mississippi River right here in Ohio, Salt Fork Lake. And I only live about 20, 25 miles from there.
Yeah, but only sightings, never pictures or
There's some from
film.
around here. I've never seen any. I grew up here. I've been out in the woods a
Yeah.
million times. I've hiked on the same places. Been now I've seen some strange. I've heard some strange things. Now back in '94, I heard something. I was out in the woods kind of hunting, and I heard some noises that does not go with these woods around here. And I'm like, what is? I was ready to fight because I knew these noises. It was either a pure evil demon or they're look. I was ready to fight, and what it was a peacock. Because what happened in the '80s, all these farmers around here had these peacocks, and these peacocks they got loose. So now they're
Yeah.
out in the wild, and these peacocks, man, I'm gonna tell you something. These peacocks, they make the most ungodly noises you'll ever hear in your
Yeah.
life, and
Yeah,
they're
they
not
do.
native. They're not native to here. Now I know what they were once I seen one, but I can imagine somebody don't know what's going on. They're out in the woods and hear these peacocks. I'm gonna tell you, they sound evil. They make some weird noises.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
have
tell
to
you,
go through.
I was dug in. I was ready to fight because whatever was coming up over that hill, man, it was gonna
Yeah.
go. It was a peacock.
Oh,
I'll tell you, I was ready. I was dug in. I wasn't gonna run. I was gonna whatever it was, we was gonna go at it. I was gonna give it my. I was gonna try to put my best judo wrestling on it. I could do whatever it was.
yeah.
I was kind of relieved it was a peacock, not a Bigfoot. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Hey, James,
Yeah.
uh, what's your opinion about chupacabra?
Well, I don't know. I really don't have one now. I've seen. I've done a lot of studying on it. They've actually captured a couple of these so-called chupacabras.
Yeah.
I think what it is, it's a some kind of off breed or something that is mixed together and made a new breed or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That we just don't know about because that one that lady's got, it's got anomalies on it that's unexplainable. I just need more research. I mean, there's something to it. I do think there's something to it, but what I'm just not sure. You know what I mean? I just don't
We
know.
have them also in the States, or just India, China.
Yeah, they it's more down south than up here in Ohio. We've never had any thing like that around here.
Okay. Okay. It's cool.
But yeah, I definitely think I do think there's something to it
Yeah.
just from what I've seen about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hi, Dora. Hi, Gina.
Hey,
How
Gina,
nice.
Dora, Lisa, Joe.
Yeah. It's
So what else
busy
you want?
in the
What else
chat.
you want to know?
I think I'm down to my questions. So at this moment, I had
Okay.
a brief moment. I supposed to be on air an hour with Big Ray, but
Hmm.
I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him for
You'll
sure.
get him. You'll get him.
Yeah, I know. I know. And he's gonna tell me all about the UFOs and the Bigfoot hunts.
He
He
will.
will.
He will.
Yeah.
He will let you know.
Oh my God. I will have nightmares. For sure I will.
Hmm.
So we're wrapping up, and
Okay. Thanks for having
yeah,
me on. I appreciate it.
it was a blast. It was a blast, you know it. And
Yeah.
we will
Anytime.
talk the next time. Yeah, There's so much
Anytime.
to talk about. Yeah, for sure.
No
So
problem.
thank you for
You're
coming
welcome.
in, James, and helping out Gina, Kristen after they contact you. For
Yeah.
everyone else, thank you everyone for being truthful to me and support me. And of course, Last Breath, our new team in the Netherlands with Samantha. And I talk to you soon, sweetie.
Okay. See ya.
Okay, bye bye. I'm also off. So have a nice Saturday night and talk to you soon.